Well, hello, it's Bears back. I wanted to do a little follow up on impressioning for those people who were interested in it and commented and wanted to try to do it. I just want to say, remember when you picked your first lock, not the very first lock, the lock where you felt every pin. You knew how deep the pin was going. You kind of felt every click in the lock, and then it just opened, and you were just like, "I'm the greatest." Well, that's how you feel when you impression one of these things. And I wish there was more impressioning videos out there from really well seasoned impressioners that would slow down and show all the marks and stuff like that, and explain it a little better. I know they've got some out there that are real good, but I would love to see more, because you get dead areas sometimes and you're not getting marks. What do? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So what I did to find where I'm at, if I got a key where it keeps impression in one area, I know that's pretty deep, but I want to check it. I don't want to overcut it. And I almost did on that master. I got it open, and then when I did the key for it on the machine, I brought that up a little bit, and now it works, great. But yeah, what I do if I'm in doubt of where my pins are, and if you're a picker, you can pretty well tell how long a pin is I pick the lock open. Now, once you pick the lock, you got to let the pin set, okay? And as you can see in this, there's a couple high pins that you can see in here. And this one kind of in the back there, not all the way in the back, but in the back there a little bit is higher than the one seems higher than the one in the front. I mean, it's up there. So you'd say that one's pretty deep. Well, you got to make sure that it's setting all the way down. And you want the gravity to hold this down while you do this. Reach in there and rub them down. Make sure they're sitting all the way down. Okay. Now it doesn't seem so. It's still, I think I can still see it up there somewhere. Nah, it's not as high. Okay, so now you didn't get fooled. So it's not as high as the front one. Now this front one, first thing you can see with the front one, which makes it easy, is, see this cutout right here? Okay, on your key, I'm going to show you down here. On your key, that's this bar. So let me run them down again. Let me see if I can get this where you guys can really see it. That key is almost, that pin is almost to that bar. Right there, almost to the top of that bar on the key. So you can take this one down quite a ways, but you don't want to go way too far. Okay? And if you're a picker and you're used to pins and all that, run back to the back, start bringing your pick back. And, well, I got to get on the pins first. And find your first pin, the sixth pin, or the fifth pin back in the back, and run it over that. Is it high? Is it low? Once you find that pin, okay, now the one in the back is pretty, that may be too deep a cut I got right here. Maybe. I'm leaving that alone. I'm not touching that thing. And then I go to the next, I go back and do it again. Feel that one. And then feel the next one. The next one really picks up my pick. I mean, it picks it up pretty good. So I'm going to help myself out a little bit. And I'm going to cut that down right about there to give me a heads up. And I just keep doing that. And okay, the next, okay, next three, I'm leaving this one alone. I might bring this one down a little bit, just a little bit. You know, this one's going down more, this one's going down just a little bit. So I kind of know what that key's gonna look like, so that when I'm hitting it with the file, I've got a good idea of where these marks should be going to. And that might help you out a lot in impressioning these things, if you're into it. So if you like doing it. But I tell you what, you're going to get a lot of satisfaction once you get your first one going. I started with master locks, 4-pinners, and I'm working my way up to trying to get these. I got a couple of WBs. I got a Sargent. I got Yales to do, you know. So, yeah, it's just a lot of fun if you can get them to do it, but it takes time to learn. So you're not gonna. You may break a key first, and then you may overcut and all that stuff. But don't get frustrated with it. You have to keep calm and learn. So watch some of these videos these other impressioners have done, and get you an idea of what you're doing. Remember though, when you cut these things and they're going deep, you have to file those edges off, but you don't want to scar how deep you're going. So you got to be real careful in that, because you want the key to go in and out. If you just have a big U shape or something going in there, that pin's going to go in and then it's going to lock up, because it's not lifting back out in an angular roll. So yeah, that's basically the video, guys. Hopefully it'll help a little bit, and make sure you go watch some of these impressioning videos before you get going too much. They will help you a lot, and I wish there was a heck of a lot more of them out there. So that's a call out to any of you great impressioners. Make some videos, guys. Help out. Thanks. Everybody, stay legal and have fun. Bye. Okay, follow up on the follow-up. I wanted to show you something I just was finding out real quick. Is talking about this first pin and the cutout and the key and the bar. If you look at this, if I can get it up there real close for you, see the top of that cutout? You see that pin's right at the very top of that cutout? It's right there, right on that edge. The only problem is, what I wasn't thinking about, and now I'll show you, is when you put the key in, all right, I'm not going all the way in. I got that first pin down there, but if you can see that bar doesn't go all the way to the top of that cutout, so that pin isn't actually coming all the way down to the bar. It's a good thing I checked it before I started really filing heavy duty on this back pin, this one, number 1, because it sits quite a bit back, so it's not all the way down, so there's still meat between the top of this bar and the key face. Okay, so that's the add-on. Bye.